Welcome everyone. My name is Dr. Elena Michaels and I'm going to do a card reading and guided meditation for you. And this is for Wednesday, February 15th, 2023. But any one of these audio videos, any one of these that you watch are going to be relevant whenever you watch them. So it doesn't matter what the date is. It's very interesting. That's the way the cards work. That's the way the angel cards and the tarot cards both work, is that they shift a little bit to apply to whatever is going on with you at the time that you are looking at the cards. So they kind of transmute and kind of shapeshift in essence to be able to tap into your unconscious mind and be relevant for what you are thinking about, wondering about, or stuck with. And they are able to tap into your subconscious mind and give you direction and guidance whenever you watch or listen. So that's a very cool thing. They are not limited by time. So I did a lot of talking last week. I know I did. I hadn't been on for a couple of weeks because I had COVID and some other personal things were going on. I was moving and all of that. So I went and talked. I went a long time talking last time. I kind of got on a big kind of like tirade there about a certain issue. And I guess because I hadn't been on and hadn't been talking to you guys for a couple of weeks, that was something that I got the guidance that really needed to be processed and really needed to be discussed and really needed to be shared with all of you. Because I am sure that every single one of you could relate to what I was saying last week. And if you haven't had a chance to watch that one, you might want to take a look at it and you will see that it relates to you. Okay, but today is a new energy, a different energy. Today is a 1 and a 5, the 15, and 1 and 5 together is 6, and 6 is the Lover's card in the Major Arcana. And the Lover's card, I mean, we're just coming off of Valentine's Day and everything. So the Lover's card is very interesting because it's not necessarily about another person. The Lover's card is a boy and a girl, and he's giving her flowers. And there are a lot of flowers in front of them, and it's a loving gesture. And all of us have a male part and a female part inside of us. We have a left brain, a right brain. Left brain, right brain, male part, female part. And it's about merging those together in a balanced way and about loving yourself, all aspects of yourself, all aspects of yourself. We have a light side of ourselves and a dark side of ourselves. A lot of people don't go into the dark side, often called the shadow side, because it's uncomfortable, it's shameful, it reminds them of past uncomfortable situations, feelings, and behaviors. But it's very important to delve into your shadow side because that darkness interferes with your life while you are keeping it at bay. And so when you embrace it and allow it and look at it and process it and allow it into your life and work through it, then you are 100% clear. You are clear. And that is when the most blessings can come to you. The shadow side, in the dark side of ourselves, which everyone has, everybody had trauma, everybody has bad experiences, everybody has something going on. And it's called bridging, actually, or jumping. And what that means is, you know, when you go, if you're walking across a bridge and the bridge has raging water underneath and you don't want to go there because it looks pretty darn dangerous. So you use the bridge to get across without really dealing with the water. And so what that means in relationships and bridging in relationships means that the person has not done their work. They have not done their inner work. They're talking the talk, but they're not walking the walk. They're talking about being a light worker. They're talking about being a shaman. They're talking about being a meditator, a yoga person, a Reiki person, whatever. They're talking about how they're a light worker, and they're telling you how they're a light worker. And always beware of someone who's telling you they're a light worker, because a light worker doesn't have to tell you. You just kind of know. You can kind of feel it. They don't have to go, oh, guess what I am. But anyway, someone who's professing to be a light worker and, you know, talking about how they are that and this and that. Many times they haven't done their shadow work. they haven't really gone down deep and dirty into that place that can be uncomfortable, shameful, and scary. Someone who has done that work is very integrated, is not in their own way, and you can kind of feel it when you're around them. They're like, you know, connected. They're connected to all of themselves, not just the nice parts. Because when you're just connected to the nice parts, those people who haven't done the shadow work part, that shadow sneaks out and comes out in inopportune times, and they are behaving in a very unconscious way. So it's important to look at your shadow side, look at your trauma, and work through it so that you are completely congruent. That's what bridging is, okay? Now, I don't know how I got off in that tirade, but I did. And so I just realized I didn't turn my airplane mode on, and so I might have an interruption. I hope I don't. If I do, I will keep my eye on it, and I will start again, and it will be in 2 parts, because I don't want to stop it right now. I don't want to stop the camera right now. I just want to move forward, okay? And so I'm going to move forward with the God box first. And by the way, I hope you all had a wonderful Valentine's Day, and I hope you all were very loving towards yourself. That's the most important thing. Be loving towards yourself. If you can't be loving towards yourself and you're critical of yourself and you're bad-rapping yourself all the time, you're going to find that in your world. That's going to reflect back to you. So, okay, I think I'm going to take this one. I don't always control what happens to me, but I do control my attitude, towards them. My personal happiness or my suffering depends on my attitude. I really like that. I'm going to go with that card right there. And there's got to be something on the back. There's always something on the back. Let me put these back in here, and we'll see what the back of the card says. I give my hurts to God. I feel them fade away. Let go and let God, right? I don't know if you can see that. And that. But that's very cool. Okay. The releasing's happening now. Let me tell you about that if you haven't been here before. Just very briefly, my eyes start to water, my nose runs, my throat gets very dry, I have to drink water, I get a lump in my throat, I cough, and I yawn. Those are all releasing, and what I am actually releasing is I am releasing the energy of the day so that I can better pull down the message that I need to give you, because the cards are a map, okay? So different people read the cards in different ways, and the cards are a map for me when we go into the guided meditation. So with all this releasing business, where did my tissues go? Oh, there they are. I had some tissues here. And I always have to have tissues because of the watery eyes, the watery nose. It's just a normal thing. I didn't even know what it was at first when it first started happening. I couldn't quite get my head around it. I thought, what is going on here? But then I got the guidance and I understand now what it is. It's just a releasing of fluids. My throat is already dry. You can tell on my voice. Okay. Now that I've explained that to you. Okay. I got a note yesterday, from somebody who told me that his wife goes to bed earlier than he does, and they both listen to my audios. And he says he goes into the bedroom after she's in bed, and he hears my voice on the phone in the room as he hears my voice talking because she's listening to one of my meditations. So I thought that was really sweet that he shared that with me. And if you fall asleep and you're listening to one of these, it's totally fine. Just let yourself go to sleep. Your mind will remember everything I say that is relevant to you, and it will kick in when the time is right for you to have it kick in. Everything happens, you know, who was it that did this song? There's a time for the season. Yeah, who was that? The Hollies, maybe? Anyway, you know the song I'm talking about. In everything, there is timing. Everything has timing. And if you're trying to push something and it's not the right time, You make yourself crazy trying to make it happen. It's just not the right time. You can't make something boil just by willing it. You can't just say, come on, soup boil. You can't do that. It won't make it happen any faster. The temperature will get high enough and it will start boiling when it's ready to boil. And you have absolutely no control over that except to adjust the flame. I have something in my eye here. All right, so we got the God card. Now I'm gonna pull from the tarot deck. So let me open this deck up. This is a deck I've used for many years. Not the same deck, but versions of this deck. And I like this deck a lot. And it kind of matches my shirt a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to shuffle the cards here. And I ask that we be divinely protected by healing white light, that no negativity enter into our sphere when we are doing this experience, and that we are divinely protected by white light even after the video is over and in the days ahead, that we are divinely protected by white light always. And if you are watching or listening, affirm this on a regular basis, that you are divinely protected by white light. No negativity can enter into this sphere, and any negative projections that come this way bounce off and away. And I'm going to cut the cards once, and they want me to cut them again, and they want me to cut them again. And here we go. You want me to choose 3 cards. All right, I'll choose 3. So this is the first one. Okay, this is a 7 of Pentacles. I'll tell you about them all momentarily. I'm just gonna pull them all out and stick them on the table here so I can see what I'm doing. And these are like the map for our guided meditation, and it said choose 3. So the second one, that's a 7 of Pentacles. Oh, okay, this is the Queen of Wands. All right, like her. And the last one is this guy. Okay, this is a 2 of Wands. Okay, we've got a couple wands and a pentacle. Okay, so let me tell you about this, all right? The first one is 7 of Pentacles. Pentacles have to do with the Earth trip. They have to do, these are all blurry. Let's see if I can get them cleaner. Pentacles have to do with the Earth trip, career, your job, or a project that you've been working on. And, you know, the 7 of Pentacles represents hard work. The work that you've been doing, and it's been challenging, but you're going to get through it. It's just important to take breaks periodically. And let me show you the card again so that you can see it. Here he is. He's taken a break. He's looking at all the work that he's done. Pentacles is all the work he's done. This is about your Earth trip. Now, you know, I'll just tell you how this applies to me right now. I just moved my office. So right now, I mean, I have sold some furniture, but right now, and given away some things, but right now I've got stuff all over the place here. I've got file cabinets and furniture and boxes of books and all kinds of things from my office. And I let my office go. So that was like a big job that I did lately. And I'm kind of taking a break today. And every day I remember to take a little bit of a break, a little bit every day. And then I do some more. So every day I do more to be able to integrate the stuff. It's a lot of stuff. I mean, I've been in an office for 34 years. Not the same office, but I've been in different offices. I've worked out of an office. Excuse me. That's releasing too. Hiccups. For 34 years, that's, you know, different to just be working on the phone with people now. But I haven't been in the office, so I just let it go. What was I paying rent for almost 3 years? Stupid. So anyway, that's how it applies to me. Not that you care, but when I tell you how it applies to me, maybe you can think about how it applies to you. If you've been working on something lately or working on a project or working hard, is remember to take breaks, okay? Taking a break is really important. Don't force things. Take a break. I keep feeling something coming down over my eyes here. Okay, next card, Queen of Wands. Okay, guess what? That's Luna, the meditation cat, is right there. Luna, are you around? Yeah, see, she's right there under the meditation plant. Are you helping mommy today, honey, with the meditation? And she's wearing gold. She's a powerful, powerful person. She's wearing gold. That's her solar plexus right here. And interestingly enough, the bowl that I'm using today is a solar plexus bowl. And she's got a sunflower right there. And sunflowers are behind her. So she's female, but with all that sunflower energy, she's got kind of like a focus, an intensity, almost like a masculine intensity, but she is female. And she's got red hair. See that? She's got red hair. Sunflower. And she's got a wand right here. She's a creative person, but she's kind of fiery. See those guys right there, those lions? And see that sun energy? And here's more lions up there. So she's definitely a fiery gal, but centered and grounded and creative, very creative and harmonious. She likes harmony. See her holding up that sunflower? She likes harmony, and she's got her assistant right there. Right, Luna? Are you my assistant? Luna? She's my assistant. Okay, then the next card is the Two of Wands, another Wands card. Wands, remember, are creative. And we have this guy, and he's taking a pause too. He's looking over what he's created. He's looking over his world right here. He's got magical qualities. These are the flowers of the magician. And he's looking over his creation, taking a break, looking over. This is a two, the male-female parts together, the creative part, the female part, the male part, the female part, creative, the male part, manifesting, but she has some manifesting qualities too, because she's got some masculine in her with all that lions and sunflower energy. So there's that. So the lesson is take a break from your creative pursuits of what you're trying to accomplish and stop with all the intensity about it has to happen now, it has to happen now. Just allow, just allow. Okay, I'm gonna go into the angel cards now. We'll go into this one first and let's see what's happening here. Again, we just want a little more substantiation and clarification. We still want to be divinely protected. So we got more information coming through, more substantiation, more clarification, more validation, and more explanation. Oh, cut. Cut. If one fell out, I'd have to look at it, but it didn't. Cut. All right, how many times do you want me to cut? One more time. And take the card on top? Okay. I'm starting to feel really hot. I don't know, it feels really hot. I'm gonna have to open the door. Okay, and this is fresh. Ah! That is so weird. I said, I'm feeling really hot. I might need to open the door for some fresh air. I pulled the card and it said fresh air. Don't you just love it? I mean, you cannot make this stuff up. You know, you just can't. But being that the card came up and being I said I was hot, I'm gonna go ahead and open the back door and get some fresh air in here. So let me just push this aside so I can get up here and I'll be back momentarily. There we go. You heard my alarm tell me that the back door is open. Oh, I just love that that happened. I love that that happened. That I said, I need some fresh air. I'm gonna open the back door. I'm getting really hot. I open this deck. This card comes out, fresh air. I mean, I love it. All right, so I'm gonna read to you about it since it was certainly an appropriate card to come up at that moment. Your body needs refreshment from oxygenated air generated by grass, trees, plants, and flowers. Spend time outside today, as near to Mother Nature's cradle as possible. Open your curtains and windows, like I just did, my French doors, and refresh your home as well. All right, now I'm gonna read from the book about fresh air. That's wild. The angel sent you this card because you need some fresh air. You've been indoors far too long and your body and soul crave oxygen. Open the windows in your home and office to air them out. Then go outside yourself and breathe deeply. If you live in the city, make an escape to the country as soon as possible to breathe some much needed fresh air. Keep plenty of live plants in your home and office to ensure the steady circulation of oxygen. Exercise outdoors. Get some sunshine or travel to a sunny environment. Excuse me. Spend time around trees or plants. Reconnect with nature. Bring some fresh air into a stale situation or relationship. Have a relationship that's kind of gone stale? Bring some fresh air into that. All right. I just have to laugh sometimes. I mean, spirit is so fun. When you just allow yourself to revel in the magic and you just allow and you're conscious and aware enough to see the synchronicities and see the coincidences, life is just so much more fun. And so much more magical. I'm all about magic. I like magic. I'm all about magic. All right, let's see what we got here. Again, we want more substantiation, more clarification, and more validation, and more explanation to expand upon what we have already seen in the cards so that we know where we're going in the guided meditation. Now, you know, if you have a situation in mind, or if you have a situation you're dealing with in your life, think about what it is and see how these cards relate. And think about that situation or that dilemma or that conundrum and see how the cards apply to it. You know, maybe you need to take a break. Maybe you need to be feminine yet strong. Maybe you need to take a break and look over what you've accomplished before you decide what's next. Maybe you need to get some fresh air. Maybe you need to see what this card's gonna say. Career transition. Maybe that's why you want to take a break, to rethink things and have a different career transition, make a shift, go in a different direction. This is Archangel Chamuel, okay? Archangel Chamuel, see him? Sometimes Chamuel's female, sometimes male, depends which way you're looking at it. Your life purpose is triggering a blessed career change. Well, as far as I'm concerned, for my own situation, the change for me is I don't have an office anymore. But I'm still doing what I'm doing. I've been doing it this way on the phone for a while, even way before COVID. And I'm just continuing to work on the phone with people. And it's fun because now I'm not limited by distance. They're all over the place. And they were all over the place before, but I still have my office. And I was working, seeing people in person, but I'm not doing that anymore. So if you're going to work with me privately, you can do it in your pajamas. You don't have to take a shower. You don't have to wash your hair. You don't have to shave. You don't have to put on any makeup. You just be on the phone with me for your session. Nice and easy. All right, let's see. I do the private tarot sessions also, as well as functional medicine and psychotherapy and hypnotherapy and all of that. So all of that information is in the notes if you want to reach out about that. Okay, career transition. You prayed for help with your career and now it's occurring. Sometimes change is perceived as stressful, yet I'm helping to clear the old from your life and make way for the new. Pay close attention to your repetitive ideas, dreams, and visions, as these are divinely inspired roadmaps pointing the way along your desired path. You may not see the entire road or where it's leading, but each step will be lit along the way. One step at a time. I mentioned this earlier. If you don't know what you're doing, you don't know where you're going, just allow, allow, allow. Take one step at a time as it feels appropriate, and it will unfold before you. Working with Archangel Chamuel. Chamuel's name means who sees God. His ability to clearly help us find things, situations, and people is renowned, and he's helping people find the career best suited to their purpose and passions. Call upon Chamuel as your career counselor often. Chamuel. In this deck, he's male. Sometimes he's female, but in this deck, he's male. Chamuel, but he's a beautiful dude. Look at that. Beautiful dude. All right. One more deck. Right, Lynn? One more deck, and we're going into guided meditation. Right, honey? Is that right, Luna? Okay. I think this deck is so pretty with the shimmery silver on the edge of the cards. Isn't that pretty? One of the decks has gold, one has silver. This is a silver deck. Okay, so here we go. More clarification, more substantiation, more explanation, more validation. Again, surrounded by beautiful, clear, healing white light. No negativity can enter into our sphere while we are in this state that we're going to be going into, as well as the state that we're in now, as well as in the future, the near future and the distant future. We are completely surrounded by white light and positivity, getting help from the unseen realms and the angelic world. And the angels are God's helpers. So God is it, the main energy. The angels are helpers to us. All right, cut. And the card on the top is Explore. Wow. Look at the bridge. Look at the bridge. I talked about a bridge earlier. A bridge over troubled water, so to speak. A bridge over very intense rapids that you might not want to go down into because they're dangerous. This is the bridge, walking over the bridge. But the difference is he's looking down, and he is not going to be afraid to explore. Look at his wings. One is dark and one is white. That's exactly what I was talking about when I was talking about bridging. I said you don't want to go, people who are not bridging, they're bridging, they don't want to go into that dark side of themselves. They don't want to go into that dark part because it's scary, uncomfortable, and reminds them of the past and makes them feel weak, okay? But you have to go through that dark part so that you can fly, so that you can really be clear and clean and have all that light come in. I just think this is so profound that this card came up after what I was talking about earlier about bridging. I'm telling you, it's super wild. Super, super wild. Super wild how this happens. These cards are entities that are here to help us. I'm going to read you about Explore. Here's Explore. This card asks you to experiment with your approach to the situation that you are inquiring about. Your powerful indigo energy will work for you instead of against you if you shift your mood and energy. This card also asks you to be open-minded when thinking about your place in this world. If you feel guided to go in a certain direction in life, then give it a try. And remember that there's nothing wrong with changing your mind or the course of your life. Opinions change as knowledge broadens. There you go. You can shift gears and change your direction at any time. And maybe it's time for you to change direction right now and shift your perception so your direction changes. Because guess what? Your direction is not going to change unless you shift your perception. If you shift your perception, everything changes. If you're staying in the same perception where things aren't working, things are going to continue to not work. You have to change your framework, and you have total control over that. No one else has control over that. And you have no control over anyone else. But you have total and complete control over how you see things and how you perceive things. I don't always control what happens to me, but I do control my attitudes towards them, the God card. My personal happiness or my suffering depends on my attitudes. If you're suffering, change your attitude. Only you can do that, and you have the power to do that. Okay. Okay, so let's see what time it is. All right. And so now we're going to start the guided meditation. So make yourself comfortable. When we did this live, everyone would just lie down. People would bring blankets and pillows and sleep masks, and the whole room would be everybody laying down. It was really wonderful. A whole room full of people, all for the same purpose. It was really, really great. I might do it again too. If you want a live one, let me know and we'll figure out where to do it. It might not be as large as the ones I did in the past, but if you want me to do a live one, let me know. And we can all get together and do it. I mean, you know, you want to wear a mask, you can wear a mask. If you don't want to wear a mask, you don't have to wear a mask. But if you want that, let me know, okay? All right, so we're going to move into the guided meditation right now. And if you had a question that you were thinking of earlier, you might want to think of it again. Keep it a little bit in your mind. Excuse me. As we go through this, the purpose of the guided meditation is to put you in a parasympathetic mode. A parasympathetic mode is parasympathetic is the side of your nervous system where your body can actually heal and regenerate and regroup. It cannot do it in sympathetic dominant. So if you're sympathetic dominant, you're always trying to do this and trying to make that happen and trying to do this and push, 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 push. You're in sympathetic dominant, it's not going to happen. You have to have a balanced nervous system. You're going to burn yourself out and get depressed if you're in sympathetic dominant all the time. And if you go into parasympathetic states, like you're going to be going into in just a few moments, and you probably already started when you were listening to the cards, that's where your body can heal and regenerate. And that is very, very important to keep you balanced, centered, and grounded. All right, so close your eyes. And make yourself comfortable. Keep your back straight, but you can be lying down. So if you want to lie down, that's fine. Just keep your back straight. And we're going to begin. Any sounds that you hear that you recognize as everyday normal sounds don't distract you in any way. Instead, any normal everyday sounds allow you to go deeper into your own personal experience. I'm going to count from 5 down to 0. And each count will allow you to go even deeper than the count before. Just allow yourself to go. You will go to the depth that is appropriate for you. Let yourself go and let yourself be. Starting on the count of 5. Feeling a relaxing sensation starting at the top of your head, moving down over your face, down over your jaw, down around your mouth. Keep your upper and lower teeth apart. Don't allow them to touch each other. When your teeth touch each other, they often clamp or clench, and you store tension in your jaw. So keep them to be released and apart. allowing there to be about a 1/4 inch space between your upper and lower teeth with your mouth relaxed. This may be the only time of the day where your mouth is actually relaxed and you don't have clenching in your jaw or clenching in your teeth. Drifting down on the count of 4 now. Coming down through the shoulders, the back of the neck, down around the shoulders, the upper arms, the elbows, the forearms, the wrist, hands, and fingers. Feel the relaxation spreading down through your body. Feel it spreading down through your body and feel it as a tingling sensation coming out the tips of your fingers. It's energy. You can feel it coming out the tips of your fingers. Moving down to 3, your entire torso relaxes and lets go. From the area of the neck all the way down to the groin. Your entire torso is relaxing and letting go, and all of the organs in your torso are regenerating, rebalancing, being rejuvenated. Every organ in your body is healed. And drifting deeper. Coming down on the count of 2. On the count of 2, feeling your upper legs, your thighs releasing, your knees releasing and relaxing. Coming down on 1, further down through the calves, down through the ankles, the feet, the toes, all of the muscles in the feet releasing and letting go. Completely relaxed with each sound of my voice, with each breath that you take. Completely, completely relaxed. In a moment, I'm going to count from 1 down to 0, and when I do, allow the sound of the tone to carry you even deeper. Allow the sound of all of the tones to carry you even deeper. Drifting now from 1 down to 0. That's it. Letting go. Letting go even more. You have been working hard and you have done good work. It is time to take a break and allow the next steps to be shown. It's time to let go of forcing anything. It's time to allow. For everything there is a season. Forcing never works. Allowing does. Maybe it's time to regroup, to look at things in a different way. That can only happen if you take time for yourself. That can only happen if you spend quiet time every day so that you can receive the impressions and the guidance that is trying to come to you and for you. When you are so tightly wound up that you want it to be a certain way, you are not able to get the guidance and the direction. Let your feminine side, your creative side, be powerful right now. Let that happen as your solar plexus begins to be amplified. Feel your solar plexus being amplified. That's your power center. Look out over all that you have done. Look out over all that you have accomplished. And with your creative intentions ready to go to the next step, be aware of being as open as possible so that you can receive the guidance about what the next step is. The important thing is taking a break. When you take a break, you get a greater influx of creativity, ideas, guidance, and direction. Get some fresh air. Open your windows. Maybe sleep with your window open just a little bit so you can get fresh air while you're sleeping. Connect with nature. Connecting with nature makes you integrated, grounded, and whole. Because nature is earth, and earth is ground, grounded. You may have a career transition coming up. Something may shift in your career. Maybe you will be working from home. Maybe you will shift the emphasis of your career. Maybe an offer will come to you to shift something or work in a different way. A career transition is happening, and it's all for the best. You may also be getting guidance about shifting or changing careers. It's time to explore. Explore by going deep into yourself and looking at that shadow side. Don't just walk over it. You have to walk your talk, not just talk your talk. By addressing the shadow side, you become much more integrated, much more grounded and connected, and much more clear, so the blessings and the guidance can come to you. and drifting deeper. This time is for you. Allow yourself to go as deep as you are able, and this happens simply by your willingness to let go. The more you let go, the deeper you go. The more you let go, the deeper you go. Allowing everything to just relax and release. Allowing your mind to drift if it wants to. If you notice you're thinking about something, allow it to just pass by like fluffy white clouds in a beautiful periwinkle sky. Allow, allow, allow. By allowing, you don't have to feel the the pain of pushing against something that's not working. Just let go. Let go. Give your hurts to God or Buddha or Jesus or the angels or whatever works for you. Give your hurts away and feel them fade away. We can't always control what happens to us, but we do control our attitude toward what happens to us. Our personal happiness or suffering depends on our attitudes. Allow. Allow the pain and the hurt to be released to a higher power. Allow the answers to come from a higher power. Allow the direction to come from a higher power. Let go. Let go. And allow the way to be shown. Let go. Let go. And drifting deeper. Center, your solar plexus. It's amplified by this tone and the color gold or yellow. thank you for joining me in this dimension. I want to honor you for taking this time for yourself. Remember to be grateful. Gratitude is the open door for blessings to come. Be aware of the signs and the symbols that are shown to you that validate, substantiate, and show you the direction for the next step. I look forward to being with you again in this dimension every Wednesday. A new meditation, a new card reading. And so with that, I will sign off for now, knowing that I honor the light in you. Many blessings to you whenever you watch or listen, and always. And namaste.